Okay, so I saw Doctor Strange about a week ago, give or take, and I wanted to. Actually, I made another video, but it got cut off, so I had to make this new one. But I digress. I saw Doctor Strange last week, and I did enjoy the movie. I will say it wasn't one of my favorites out of the Marvel movies, but I'd give it a solid 8.2 out of 10. It had some issues every now and then, some performance issues as well. But overall, I thought it was a solid movie. It obviously follows Doctor Strange as he meets America Chavez, a multiverse traveling female, and she doesn't really know how to control her powers. So that basically goes throughout the entire film until the end, when she just figures out how to do it. She doesn't really figure it out. She just like Doctor Strange tells her, "Hey, you've unintentionally been intentionally putting us in safer universes." So she's like, "Oh, okay. I know how to control my powers now." It's like, hmm, okay. I guess that works. I guess I don't know. I I don't want to. I mean, it's hard for me to not go into the issues I had with this movie. I don't know what the biggest issue was, but the actress, the actress who played America Chavez, she was rough every now and then. I mean, there was a point where her and Doctor Strange get drugged by a multiverse Baron Mordo, and she's kind of just like, and then like it's kind of just like, okay, like, but other than that, she was fine. I mean, I don't know what else she's been in, so I don't want to be too critical yet. We'll see. But and there were some jokes every now and then that I thought fell flat. I mean, so overall, it was kind of with the buildup of Spider-Man: No Way Home. It just there's no like they just it was too much to the expectations were too big. Let's just say that. As a Doctor Strange sequel, it was good. You know, it was a good sequel. I don't know how much. It's hard for me to say which one I like more. But as a sequel itself, it's good. But no one's gonna see it as a sequel. They're gonna see it as like a sequel to Spider-Man: No Way Home. It's like, oh, something big's gonna happen, and big stuff did happen, but not like at a grand scale. Because let's see, Doctor Strange has like let's just go through it a little bit. He has a dream. He sees America Chavez in a multiverse Doctor Strange. That Doctor Strange decides that America Chavez is too powerful to have her power. Like, cause they're trying. This monster is trying to take her powers. So he decides that instead of risking that, he thinks that she should just die. Okay, and he's going to take her power, but then the monster kills him and sends his dead body. And America Chavez sends her and his dead body into the 616 universe, which is the Marvel MCU. So, and while all this is happening, Doctor Strange is dreaming that this is happening. That becomes a talking point. This becomes a huge plot point throughout the entire film, which is like multiverse, like variants dreaming of other variants' lives. So like at some point, like her Wong and Doctor Strange meet after they defeat another creature which is controlled by some unknown character, which you find out right after that they save America Chavez that it is in fact Scarlet Witch, which was yeah, it was good. You know, I liked Scarlet Witch as the villain. I thought that Elizabeth Olsen did a fantastic job, and there was a lot of build up with the Scarlet Witch and Vision TV. What was it called? WandaVision. Yeah, Wanda. I forgot. But it's called WandaVision. Is a good. Yes, I thought that was a good setup. Even though the TV show itself, in my opinion, was kind of bland in some areas, but I thought it was a good setup for the movie. So she turns out to be the main villain, and She threatens Doctor Strange, just give me the child and no one else gets hurt. He obviously says no. So that she's safe at Kamartaj, and Wanda goes there, and her and Doctor Strange meet up again. Negotiations don't go well, and she just man, she goes ham on all those sorcerers like they are nothing. It's pretty cool to see Scarlet Witch at her full power. But then so they're at the end of the road, like Doctor Strange and Wong and America Chavez are like, oh crap, she's gonna win. And then America Chavez freaks out and sends them into a bunch of different universes until they reach this Baron Mordo's universe with the Illuminati. And Doctor Strange and America Chavez are imprisoned by the Illuminati, and Doctor Strange is taken in front of them, and it reveals a bunch of different members like Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier, Captain Carter, Baron Mordo, Maria Rambeau's. Is Maria Rambeau? I can't remember. I think it's Maria Rambeau's. If she had become Captain Marvel, and then they reveal Mr. Fantastic, which looked like he was using TVA technology. If you've seen the show Loki, and then because the one above or is it the one above all? I think it is, and I could be wrong, but it's played by Jonathan Majors. His character is a descendant of Reed Richards, and it looks like Reed Richards is using technology used in that show by the TVA. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see that little Easter egg. But it appears it's John Krasinski. Everyone's happy. He's been the fan cast, but he's and Doctor Strange is like, no, dude, you gotta let me go so we can run away. To draw Wanda away. And they're like, no, you're Doctor Strange, and you could do bad things because they're Doctor Strange. Did do bad things. So and I could go into detail, and I'll go a little bit of detail, but that would make this video way longer. But they found out that he was dreamwalking, which is basically where he sends his consciousness into another version of himself in a different universe, and controls that person. He does this because they're trying to fight Thanos, and he's trying to use that to defeat Thanos. But he realized what he was doing and how he's getting corrupted, so he tells the Illuminati, and they end up defeating Thanos, and then they confront him, and they're just like, dude, we're gonna have to deal with you, and they yeet him, they kill him. And the character I completely forgot about, Black Bolt, who he was also a part of the Illuminati, and he's the one who speaks because his power is that his voice is so strong he can obliterate you with a whisper, and he just murders Doctor Strange, which is kind of like, geez, man, these guys are just like ruthless. Like, do one bad thing, you're dead, man. But so that they revealed this to our Doctor Strange, and he's like, oh, okay, that's wow. And he asks if Christine knows. She's also another plot point which I completely forgot about. But because his whole thing, Doctor Strange's whole thing throughout the movies, am I happy that Christine is happy marrying someone else? And obviously he's not, because that's just, it's life, But, and then he meets this Doctor Strange. There's kind of like a little love thing going on, because it's Christine. But then when the Illuminati's talking to Doctor Strange, Wanda shows up, and bro, she just freaking obliterates the Illuminati. It's cool. Like, it was really cool to see all these characters, but then I was like, man, these characters are gonna freaking die, and they just got massacred. It wasn't pleasant. It was about as far as Marvel will go, owned by Disney in the gore department. So it was pretty crazy. I would say that. But then they get away, like Black Bolt. First, I want to say Black Bolt is an Inhuman, which is kind of like it's a sort of like a mutant, but Inhuman their powers are activated by being by Terrigen mist. They have to be around. They have to be affected by this sort of mist that gives them their powers. But anyways, They get away, and then somehow Doctor Strange and America Chavez are helped by Christine Palmer to get away from Wanda or the Scarlet Witch, and they get to the Book of Vishanti, which I'm pretty sure is what it is. It's been about a week since I've seen it. I need to see it again, but pretty sure it's the Book of Vishanti they get to, and they're gonna use this, like, this is the thing they're gonna use. It's been the MacGuffin. They're gonna use this to defeat Wanda. Yeah, we're gonna defeat her, and obviously that does not work, and so they have to find another way. But then Wanda is able to capture America Chavez, and Doctor Strange and Christine are like, what are we going to do? So they go to this other variant, Doctor Strange's universe, who's had his universe collapse in on itself, with other universes collapsing in on it, because he is dreamwalking and doing bad stuff like that other Doctor Strange that I just talked about. This is why they killed him. But this Doctor Strange didn't have anyone to kill him, so he just went crazy, went evil, and it's because of the Darkhold. He got a hold of that, and that's how you learn how to dreamwalk. So he's just crazy as all can be, and him and Doctor Strange fight, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool battle, I will say. Like the CGI in this movie was iffy at some points, but it was really cool the way they fought. Using melodies. Like, it was interesting. It's hard to explain if you haven't seen it, but they get through that. He defeats the evil Doctor Strange, and he decides that he needs to use the Darkhold to dreamwalk into his universe to save America Chavez. So, and the only way Christine's like, dude, the only way you can dreamwalk is by you going into another body, and he's like, bro, I got another body, because at the beginning, that dead Doctor Strange, Defender Strange, which he is called, he was dead, but he was in the 616 universe, their universe. So, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna zombify this body and use it, and that's what he does. It's pretty weird, and souls attack him because what he's doing is so perverse, but he ends up using the souls to his advantage as like wings, which was interesting, and he uses them to fight Wanda. And before this, I will say, Wong was imprisoned by Wanda after Doctor Strange and America Chavez got out, but then Wanda tried to kill him and threw him off a cliff at the big tower, the big tower that was a shrine to her in this mountain, which is where, I didn't say that before, but that's where all this is taking place. That's where Wanda took America Chavez after she kidnapped her. So they go to that place, and there are a couple things I'm forgetting, but hey, go see the movie. I'm not gonna just tell you what happens, but it's a good movie. It's a decent movie. I'm not gonna say it's a good movie. There are better MCU movies in my opinion. This was kind of maybe I might say it's middling, but I digress. They get there. Wong reveals himself to be alive. Because you don't see him die. Anytime you don't see a character die in a Marvel movie, they're most likely alive. So that happens. He reveals himself to be alive, and Doctor Strange fights Wanda with the zombie body. And looks like Wanda's gonna lose, and then America Chavez, she takes Wanda to a universe where her kids. Wanda's doing all this because she wants to be in a universe with her kids. If you've seen WandaVision, that's all she wants, and so. She's killing anyone to get to it. So America Chavez takes her to a universe. She realizes that she can control her powers, like I said before. But America Chavez takes her to her universe, or to a universe where her kids are alive, and the kids see. She does this to show the kids that she is just crazy. She's gone off the deep end, and she shows the Wanda, this is to show Wanda that she's gone too far. And Wanda sees this, and she realizes that she's gone too far, and so she destroys the tower that was a shrine to her, built before she was born. And this shrine affects all the Darkholds in all the universes because it is the first Darkhold. It's just like a temple, with the markings everywhere of the Darkhold. That's how it was transcribed. But she destroys that temple, which destroys every Darkhold. And they win the day, and Wanda seems to be dead, but again, you don't see her actually die on screen, so I'm guessing she's still alive. And it was, and then you see at the end, Doctor Strange eye pops, like the evil Doctor Strange had an eye pop out because he had a third eye, because as a sorcerer gets powerful enough, they grow the eye of Agamotto, because that's where Doctor Strange gets his power, is Agamotto. And so the eye of Agamotto, a third eye, appears whenever they become powerful enough. And so at the end of the movie, because Doctor Strange dreamwalked, he was able to access more power than before. And he was like the other Doctor Stranges. They were all I forget the word. They were all altered in a way. Like, shoot, I'm forgetting the word all of a sudden. They were all changed in a way, and the others went too far, and became evil. He's been changed, corrupted. That's what I'm thinking. Corrupted. They were all corrupted, like almost beyond uh, anything else. But Doctor Strange, he's been corrupted a little bit, but he's got the eye, and then this other character played by Charlize Theron appears, and she's like, I need your help because what you did just screwed up my universe." And her name was Clea, which is the niece of what's his name? What's his name? Dang it! Oh, I forgot his name. It's he's in the first movie. I'm just forgetting his name all of a sudden. Dormammu. Yeah, that's the niece of Dormammu, and her universe is having issues. So she comes like, "Hey, I need your help," and they go off, and that's, I guess, where the sequel's gonna be. And I probably missed a bunch from the movie. I don't know, but hey, go see the movie. And this is a 17 long minute video, so who's gonna watch the whole thing? But okay, like and subscribe. Yeah, keep me alive.